Hi, my name is Adrian Ruiz. Index cards. You're eating an apple. What if what you thought you were eating was not an apple at all, but an abomination made in a lab? What if what you were eating was making you sick? As an EMT, I see many sick individuals who are sick because of poor diet and who may think that they are eating properly, but are really making themselves sick. Our most precious commodity should not be taken for granted. I hope to persuade you today to pay attention to where your food comes from. We need food to live. Yes, we need nutrition for our body that we get from the foods that we eat. The vitamins and trace minerals and minerals that we get from the foods that we eat are what help us sustain healthy diets, healthy weights, and live a longer and happier life. Pay attention to where the source of your food comes from. Where our food comes from matters. Food Inc. is an excellent documentary video by Robert Kenners that shows the differences in foods from farmers, such as genetically modified foods versus organic foods, and the effects that they have on our bodies. It is even said that third generation mice in lab tests who eat only GMO foods or genetically modified foods become sterile. Dr. Wallach is a leading doctor and researcher in the vitamin and mineral fields of humanity, and he has also shown in his studies and countless numbers of autopsies, I believe recorded at 26,000 and some 10 million lab tests on autopsies have shown mineral deficiencies, and he has also shown that laboratory vitamins synthesized in the lab do not have the same effect on our bodies as naturally occurring vitamins and minerals in our foods. And with this in mind, we have to take into account where our food comes from, quality control, and the FDA. We do need regulation. It's very important that we have regulation in the food industry. We've seen what happens when we don't have proper meat control or anyone monitoring what people are doing when they package foods, and it's very important to have food control, but not total takeover. The video Food Inc. shows that lawyers for Monsanto have become Supreme Court justices in the past. Why this is dangerous is that this same Supreme Court justice passed legislation to have GMO foods produced by Monsanto go through checkpoints, go through testing without any regulation, and in some cases no tests have even been performed on long-term effects of GMO foods that the FDA studied. They just went ahead and here you go, give it to the public, it's safe. So know where your food comes from. Hawaii Seed lists has a very specific definition, and I'm going to quote from them now. But a Hawaii Seed, Walter Wright, states that GMO or genetically modified organisms, also known as GE, genetically engineered or transgenic organisms, is created by scientists in a laboratory where they insert genes into an organism to create new traits. In the United States, GMOs are not labeled. They are in over 75% of produced supermarket foods and ingredients like soy lecithin, corn syrup, and cottonseed oil. And that's just a very few amount of products that contain GMOs. But let's talk about now where you can gain satisfaction in knowing that you can get foods that do not contain these things, that are organics, which are called organics, and are produced by naturally occurring seeds and not laboratory seeds. But what is an organic? It is carbon-based and naturally occurring. All natural, which is what some foods are labeled all natural, actually are can actually make you sick and kill you because they contain things that are conceivably all natural but harmful. Just to give you an example of something that is all natural that can harm you. Remember that apple you're eating. Well, apples contain cyanide in the seeds and the apple core. Now, apples are good for you. The seeds are not. So discretion is needed. Granted, it would take many large amount of number to make you sick and actually kill you. But the point is the same. Take responsibility in knowing the differences in the foods that you eat, and in many different situations, many different scenarios. One thing may be right, another may be wrong, but you should always use your own discretion. The price tag on health. Health, organics are expensive, but in the long run, they will make you healthy. Without pretext, I implore you to pay attention to where your food comes from. With this knowledge, you will be able to be well on your way to living a healthier life with all its benefits. Yes, we need to live by imagining yourself eating healthy, nutritious foods and having satisfaction of living a healthy life and fattening up your wallet with the money you save by living healthy.